welcome and thank you for watching Cooking with Ash. I hope you guys are enjoying all the amazing recipes I have been posted. If you're loving those recipes, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't liked and subscribed, what are you waiting for? Please hit the subscribe button below. I've prepared an amazing recipe for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's get right into the video. Guys, thank you for tuning in Cooking with Ash. Today I'm going to show you guys an alternative to oil roti using ghee. That's right, all ghee. That's what we're going to use for this roti. Instead of using oil, we're going to use ghee. My mom used to make this roti for us and we used to enjoy it. Like, it has that rich buttery flavor to it. So I'm not going to use any baking powder today in our roti, and I'm using the 5 rose flour to make it. So what we're going to get into the process. So here we have some ghee, 5 rose all-purpose flour, additional flour for dusting, and I have here some room temperature water. So basically I'm just going to mix our flour, and I'm going to gradually add our water to this to form our dough. The ghee is going to use to cook the roti, oil it inside, and to oil it on when we're cooking it on our tawa or pan. So I'm basically forming dough, not a very stiff dough or too sticky, just workable dough. For me, ghee roti tastes better than oil roti. I love the richness of the butter, the ghee butter. It says here 100% pure vegetable ghee, but you can use any ghee, it doesn't matter. And of course, everything I'm using will be listed in the description box below along with measurements. I'm just basically adding water, picking up the dough, picking up the flour, making it into a dough. And I feel the 5 rose flour, you don't necessarily have to put baking powder for it to rise your roti. You just have to let it sit and like work its magic. It's a little bit longer than when you would normally leave your roti to sit with the baking powder. And it's not a self-rising flour or anything like that. It's just a regular all-purpose flour. I got it here at my regular West Indian store. So I'm gradually adding some flour for the stickiness because I don't want a sticky dough nor a very stiff dough. And I'm just working my dough with my hand. Like I said, if it's too sticky, just gradually add flour to it. We're looking for a smooth ball. Getting your arms workout for the day, and this is good enough for me, guys. I'm not gonna need this further. What I'm gonna go ahead and do, I have here a damp paper towel. I'm just gonna cover this and let it rest for at least 15 minutes, and then we're gonna come back and oil it with our ghee, and we're gonna start the cooking process. Guys, I went ahead and take my dough out of the bowl. I'm gonna go ahead and roll this and oil it to start preparing our ghee roti. So basically I'm rolling the whole dough out, and I'm gonna put my ghee on and form it into little ones. This is an interesting step for me. Before, I used to portion it out like that, little ones. Then I would roll it out, ghee it, or oil it, whatever I was doing to it, and let it sit. But I find this way is way easier for me. I just roll the whole dough out. I'm gonna add my ghee to this. And if you're doing oil roti, you can do it the same way too. Roll the whole dough out, oil it. One step easier for us, finish faster. So I'm generously putting our nice buttery ghee to this roti, and it smells amazing, guys. I'm using about 1.5 teaspoons. Whatever excessive you have, you can just scrape it off. You don't want to like over put ghee in it. Same as like if you're oiling roti. That's it there. Then I go ahead and I sprinkle some flour inside of it, and this gives the roti nice layer when you do this part. And I'm just gonna roll it up like this into a log. I'm just gonna grab my knife and I'm gonna cut it to the size I want. So one roti size, and I'm just taking the ends and I'm just tucking it in, then put it down, and then I'm just pushing it back in like that. Set it aside. It depends on the size of roti you want. That's how you cut it. And just basically tucking and pushing it in, and make sure I flour it. Set it aside. Repeat the process, folding the ends in. See how fast our roti is oiling? Skip the individual one by one. So I'm basically tucking the bottom, tucking the top in. Who love the smell of ghee? I do. And the last one. So this is a little bit big. I'm just gonna make a small one for my daughter. Or you know what, I'm just gonna add it to the other ones. So if you have too much, you can always cut it up and add it to the other ones. It doesn't make a difference in the roti. Oh my God, it's not gonna cook properly, whatever. So here you have it. I'm gonna put my towel to hot, and we're gonna start rolling out these rotis and make some delicious ghee roti. Guys, as I mentioned, I am using the 5 rows all-purpose flour to cook the roti. Remember, we didn't add no baking powder to the roti, and this is what our flour looks like. If you guys want to get it, I highly recommend it. It's a very good flour to cook with. This is the only flour I used in my home to cook, bake, cook anything. This is what I use. I love it. So let's get into cooking the roti. Guys, we're gonna go ahead and roll out our roti. Remember, we're trying to get it wrong, but if it's not wrong, it's okay, as long as it tastes good. What the saying is in Guyana, when you bailey your roti wrong, you're ready to marry. In that case, I would never marry, because my roti sometimes is all shape, as long as it tastes good. So you can flour your surface as you go, and I'm using a rolling pin for this. And this is the perfect size from my roti tawa pan. So we're gonna go over to the stove and cook this off. Put my roti in my pan. And guys, don't laugh my pan. I have this pan 17 years now, okay? So I'm gonna show you when we flip our roti. We're letting it cook. I'm gonna show you when I know to flip my roti. Let it bake on one side, then we're gonna flip it. We're gonna put ghee on it, Flip it back, view the other side. Okay, it's the roti cooking. And I have my heat on medium. So you see those little bubbles in the roti that start to bubble up. That's when I know it's ready to flip. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip it. And I have a brush here. I'm just gonna brush on my ghee. Remember guys, no baking powder in this. We're gonna flip. Let it cook on that side. And we're gonna put ghee on this side. See our roti starting to swell nicely. That's what we're looking for. And I love my roti brown, like that crispiness in it. I love it that way. If you don't, you can take it off before you reach that crispiness. So I'm gonna let it bake on that side a little bit good before I flip it. I don't like to flip my roti constantly. I try to flip it one time and that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and flip it. So you see that nice golden color? That's what I like on my roti. Everyone prefer their roti differently. If you like it more wider, you can pull it out. And I'm pressing the ends down so it cooks nice and even. And it's so fluffy. So now we're gonna take this over to a bowl I have lined with paper towel here. And I'm gonna clap my roti. If you guys cannot clap it like that with your bare hands, you can take it and put it in a paper towel like this and clap it like that, however you prefer. But I just prefer doing it with my hand because I feel the roti comes out way better that way. And look at this guys, look at the layers. The roti is falling apart, how beautifully it's cooked. So what I'm doing, I'm just putting it there and I'm covering it back with my paper towel. Let's cook another roti. Onto my roti pan it goes. And my pan heats up nicely now. And it's the same I have a video up already on how to make the oil roti. I am going to link it in the description box below for you guys to see that, how I make the oil roti. And that one I add baking powder to it. This one is a little bit different. No baking powder and I didn't use oil, I used pure ghee. So you can decide which one you like better. Give both a try guys. So we're gonna go ahead and flip this. Add our ghee to it. And we're gonna flip again. And we're gonna add ghee on the other side. And as I'm adding the ghee, it's melting. And we're gonna go ahead and flip. Hear that sizzle to it, guys? I like my roti brown. And then we're just gonna take it off and we're gonna clap it. And again, you can put it between two paper towels. I prefer my hand. Guyanese girl. clapping it hot between my hand. And here you have it, guys. So I'm gonna come back and show you the finished video of what our roti looks like. Guys, here you have it, my finished, perfectly soft, fluffy ghee roti. Okay, look at this, guys. It's perfectly cooked, just perfect how I like it, the brownness to it. I want you to look at all these layers in my roti, guys. And this roti is so soft, and look how layered it is. And it wasn't made with any baking powder. I hope you guys try this ghee roti. The flavor is really good. Please leave your comments and feedback. Please keep on sharing my video. Please like and subscribe for more amazing videos from my kitchen to yours.